iDriveSoCal is brought to you by the very best auto retailers from across Southern California. When it's time for you to buy or even just kick the tires on the idea of buying, just go to iDriveSoCal.com and click on dealers. iDriveSoCal.com, click on dealers, and get connected. Now, on with the podcast.
Currently, there's 3 different colored stickers which are applicable for low emission vehicles that have been designated to use the HOV lane or the express lane. In the express lane, every vehicle is required to have a transponder. You could, in theory, have a free trip. If you had your transponder set properly, it would save you money.
Welcome to iDriveSoCal, the podcast all about mobility from the automotive capital of the United States, Southern California. Tom Smith here, and today I am out at the South LA office of the California Highway Patrol yet again with our friend, motorcycle officer, Darren Wybenga, California Highway Patrolman. Thank you for joining us again.
My pleasure.
And thank you for doing what you do, keeping us safe out there on the highways.
You're very welcome.
Today's topic is going to be what I think confuses a lot of people. Definitely has confused me. And that is the express lane, HOV lane, getting in and out of them, the transponders, the stickers and whatnot. So Officer Wybenga is going to give us a lay of the land on all of this. Now, Officer Wybenga, the HOV lanes have been around for a long time, right?
Probably about 20 years.
Okay. And then the express lanes are relatively new.
Yes. About 5 years.
About 5 years. Okay. And basically what happened was it's the 110 and the 10, right?
Correct.
So in areas of the 110 and the 10 in LA County, what was HOV lane became express lane.
Correct.
And that was to govern the traffic in those lanes as well as raise revenue, generally speaking.
Generally speaking, and to give folks another option if they're willing to pay for it to hopefully expedite their travels.
Okay. Now, the first thing to cover is getting in and out of the HOV and express lanes. I think I'm not alone in that. My experience driving, say I'm in the HOV or express lane, I'm driving, I see to my right, there's a white line and then there's a double yellow. And that to me means I can cross and get out of the express/HOV lane that I'm in because it's the white. So I can get out whenever I feel like, but then people can't get in because of that double yellow. However, that's not the case, is it?
It is not. The only time you can enter or exit legally is where the lines turn to broken white, like the other lanes of traffic. So you're no longer seeing solid lines. If there's 2 solid lines or 4 solid lines, if those lines are solid, you can't cross in or out. Typically, they try to have an opening every 2 miles or so, but there's no real guarantee.
Does that change in Orange County or San Bernardino County or Riverside County?
Those rules are the same everywhere. The line setup may be different in certain locations or certain counties, but solid white, 2 solid white or more, or 2 solid yellow or more work interchangeably, and they're going to always be illegal to cross. I think the biggest misconception was if there's a single white line inside 2 solid lines,
right,
that it kind of cancels those lines out and makes it okay for the driver to exit,
right,
to reach their destination, but you certainly can't cross into.
Right.
But that's not the case. That single white line on the inside does not cancel out the effect of those solid lines. It's just an additional guideline that's there to guide drivers and doesn't void any other line setup.
And I'm not alone in this, right? I mean,
No, it's a common excuse that I get. People have heard from someone or read somewhere that a single white line on the inside kind of overrides the other lines that are in place.
You make that sound like there's some situations where you sense someone really knows better, but that's the story they're telling you, the sob story to try to get out of a ticket, maybe?
Yeah, it could be like that urban legend that you hear.
Okay. If there's a white border around the stop sign, it makes the stop sign optional.
Right, exactly.
Right, okay. That's not the case, by the way, folks.
Not at all.
Now, the HOV lane itself, high occupancy vehicle, we have the sticker factor, and then we also have the express lanes, we have the transponder factor. And then depending on the passenger configuration in your car, meaning how many people that you have in your car, both the transponder and the sticker can come into play.
Correct.
Let's start with the stickers.
So currently, there's 3 different colored stickers which are applicable for low emission vehicles that have been designated to use the HOV lane or the express lane. The most current one being issued is the red sticker. There's also a white sticker and a green sticker. The white and green stickers are still current until January of 2019.
So just because I have a white or green sticker currently, my vehicle might not qualify for that red sticker.
Right. Only if you were issued the white or green sticker in the years 2017 or 2018. So the newer vehicles with the lower emissions are the only ones that are going to be able to continue in the program.
And now, if I'm not already in the sticker game, meaning I don't have a vehicle that qualifies or I haven't applied for it or whatnot, and I'm interested in getting into it, what does it cost me money to initially get the sticker to apply for it?
To get the stickers initially, you have to apply with the DMV.
Mhm.
And if your vehicle is on the list, they'll issue the stickers. It's a one-time fee of $22.
And then how often, or is it so new that we're still learning how often the stickers are updated?
Well, the last set of stickers that was discontinued was in 2011,
Okay.
and that was the yellow stickers.
Okay.
So since 2011, so going on 7 years now, we've been operating under the white and then green stickers, and now the red stickers are coming into play. So it's a fairly long period of time that they allow a certain set of stickers to continue in the program.
So the only stickers that are no longer good are the yellow stickers.
Correct.
Do you encounter a lot of violators out there using the yellow stickers, thinking that they're good to be in the HOV lane?
Not frequently. It seems as though the people I do encounter in that situation are people who have bought the car used and were misinformed from the
Right.
seller that they could use it.
Sure.
And they generally are the ones that are fairly alarmed when I stop them and
Yeah. They
tell them
just spent
differently.
30% more for that car thinking that sticker was valid. Okay. And is that an expensive ticket?
So
So
yeah,
that's an
it's an
expensive ticket.
expensive ticket.
How much is that?
Currently, after all the fees and assessments, it's $490. There is a separate section if you don't have the proper stickering on your designated vehicle, because some people, just for cosmetic purposes, don't like the look of the sticker on their high-end, low-emission
Oh,
vehicle.
the new sticker color doesn't.
So they just will keep them in their glove box, and then I'll stop the vehicle knowing that it meets the requirements, inquiring about where the stickers are, and they said they don't want to put the ugly stickers on their nice vehicle, so they leave them in the glove box. So they could be cited. That's an entirely different section.
My $120,000 Tesla that has insanity mode. I didn't want to put the sticker on the bumper.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's stickers, and again, that is if you're in the sticker game, you need to be red by January 1st, 2019, or deal with the consequences. Right?
Correct.
How do the stickers, transponders, and express lanes all work together?
So in the express lanes that we're talking about on the 110 freeway and the 10 freeways, every vehicle in those lanes is required to have a transponder.
But now, before you go any further, it's the same for any express lane throughout the state.
I believe the ones in Orange County, you're just required to register your vehicle's plates under your actual account, and that would qualify, but you're going to pay the maximum toll. Meaning that if you had 3 occupants in your vehicle and you could, in theory, have a free trip, if you had your transponder set properly in your vehicle, it would save you money.
So our transponders that we receive here in LA County all have 1, 2, or 3 setting. The one obviously is you're paying for the express lane. If you have multiple people in the vehicle, then you set it to 2 or 3, and the express lane is free at that point in time. But the other thing that I asked Officer Wybenga about is, hey, well, why is there's no difference between 2 and 3 currently? There's no difference between 2 and 3. So down the line, we may see some different fees in our tolls depending on if we're set to 2 or 3. But right now, it doesn't matter. You're
Right.
either on 1 or 2, and just 2 suffices. You're not paying the toll.
Exactly.
So even if you have 3 or 4 people in the car, you're set to 2. You're still it makes no difference because you're not paying the toll.
Correct.
Okay. But then if you're an Orange County driver and you get their transponder, does their transponder not have that that option to flip from 1, 2, 3?
The new ones do. And
Okay.
if you have a transponder that doesn't have settings on it, you can get it replaced and get a new updated transponder, which
Gotcha.
would be in your
Okay.
best interest to do.
Okay. So there you go, folks. If your transponder does not have settings, definitely get it replaced because you can be saving yourself some bucks. All right. So I think I interrupted a few minutes ago here on the transponder as it pertains to stickers in the express lanes.
So currently, if you have one of the stickers we talked about, a
Mhm.
white, green, or red sticker,
Right.
and you're in the express lane as a member with a transponder, you are permitted to set that transponder on 2 or 3 and have a toll-free trip. That's been the standard since the express lanes in LA County started, and that is still currently the standard.
So let me get this straight. I'm driving by myself, but I have a sticker for high occupancy,
For low emissions.
the low emissions, which allows me to get into high occupancy. Sorry.
Right, exactly.
But I'm driving by myself, but I can do the express lane, and while I'm in the express lane, I can just flip my transponder to 2 or 3 setting because I have the sticker.
Correct.
So because I have the sticker, I'm in the express lane all the time, even when I'm by myself for free, but I still have to have the transponder.
Right.
Otherwise, Officer Wybenga is going to be pulling up behind you in his motorcycle and paying a visit, right?
Right.
It seemed more confusing when I was talking to you about it and getting the lay of the land. But now that we got the lay of the land, it seems very very clear cut.
Come November or December, as of right now, there are plans to change that. And whether or not you have a sticker and you're by yourself, you're going to be required to pay a toll. It'll be a reduced toll, but you will no longer be given a free pass unless you have multiple occupants in your vehicle and you can set it on 2 or 3. But if you're a single occupant with a stickered vehicle for low emissions, you will no longer be given a free pass to set that on 2 or 3. You'll have to set it on 1 as it applies to you at that time.
Okay. So that brilliant thing that I just had an aha moment about come November, December changes because then they're going to be treated like everybody else if you have the sticker and you're in the express lane. But it's still going to be discounted though, right?
Right.
You have a sticker and you're in the express lane. You are then having to follow the rules as everyone else, have your transponder set to 1, 2, or 3, depending on the number of people that you have in your vehicle, but you're not paying the full freight, meaning the entire toll that anybody else is paying because you have that sticker.
Exactly. It only applies to that crowd of people who are bought a vehicle that qualifies, and they want to drive the express lanes by themselves, and they're willing to.
Okay, so then it's only when I'm in the car by myself. I got you. Only when I'm in the car by myself that it really is a factor.
Right.
Because it's free for everybody when you're not driving alone.
Exactly.
All right, fantastic. Officer Darren Wybenga, motorcycle officer, CHP motorcycle officer, Darren Wybenga, thank you so much for joining, as always. And also, as always, thank you so much for doing what you do and keeping us safe out there on the highways. For iDriveSoCal, I'm Tom Smith. Thank you for listening.
This episode was engineered and edited by Micah Palmquist.
Hey there. Still wanting more iDriveSoCal content? Just go to iDriveSoCal.com. From there, you can subscribe to our podcast and newsletter. And you can connect with one of our awesome car dealer partners to get yourself a sweet new high-tech wonder on wheels. And oh yeah, we always want to hear from you. So please connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. Or if you're not a big social media-ite, you can email us suggestions for stories, people, places, or events you think we should cover. Here's the address: media@iDriveSoCal.com. That's media, MEDIA, at the letter I, drive, DRIVE, SoCal, SoCal.com. media@iDriveSoCal.com. Thanks again for listening, and definitely reach out with whatever's on your mind.